Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I'm here at Inline Kenworth in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today we're going to be taking a look at a beast of a truck. This truck has the biggest engine that Kenworth has to offer. So let's see what we're looking at today. All right, so here we are. Spring is coming, it's close. Middle of March here, and spring is coming, but we still got snow hanging around here and there. We call it March Madness up here because the ice fishing is crazy. We go mad to try and catch as many fish before the ice melts, and that's that. But you guys don't care about that, even though I do. I love fishing. But here is the truck. Here is the truck. This is a 2024 Kenworth T880. This is a heavy spec, heavy haul, low bed tractor. So sitting up front here, we got a 20,000 pound front axle, heavy duty rating on it, big Goodyear tires, Armor Max Pros. And looking up at the front here, I did the tapered chrome channel bumper. We added on this stainless bug deflector. Couple finishing tweaks to do here. We got to get this rubber protector to wrap around here. This is done after, but it's just kind of hanging there. It doesn't look the greatest, so just got to get that finished up there a little bit. Always tweaks, always something, eh? So we got the aluminum metal mesh grille with the stainless surround and that center spear, just classic Kenworth look. Gotta love that. Center toe pin, which is heavy duty, gives you a heavier duty cross member up front so that when you need to pull, it's pulling evenly on the frame both sides. We did the hood mounted mirrors on both sides, which gives you better visibility for getting in and out of those tough job sites. And then just to kind of close out the front end fender, we have this closure panel right down here, which gives you a little bit cleaner finished look for the truck. To dress it up a little bit, you can get some things from the factory. So you can get this stainless surround, or this chrome surround that goes around the air intake. And then we have the rubber fender lips over top of those larger 385 tires up front. We did the painted mirrors, painted the same color as the cab. And then up above, we have the stainless visor, the marker lights, roof lights, and the low profile LED beacons up there. So really nice setup there. So down the side here, we have the polished fuel tanks, polished hydraulic tank with a polished strap. So those are the 2-inch style straps. And this is 135 gallons right there. So this is the hydraulic tank on this side. And then you can see all this other equipment that's put on the back here. We have the Ace headache rack with the jailhouse and the chain hangers. There is the battery box right in there. So the batteries are inside the frame flanges with that deck plate. That is right from the factory, so that it makes it a little bit more spacious to put more fuel tanks and hydraulic tanks on the truck. So it's a nice way to set it up. As far as the deck plate there, we have the 3 feet of deck plate, and then all the air lines are coiled up on there along with the hydraulics. We have the New Line fenders on this truck here. So we got the New Line stainless steel ribbed half fenders. You can see that right down below. And the Michelin X Works drive tires on here. So these are a little bit more aggressive setup here. Rear ends are 46,000 pounds with a 46,000 pound 8-bag air ride. So this is the Kenworth AG460 on here. Full locking differentials on these Meritor rear ends. That's throwing back old school Rockwells. Haven't heard that one in a long time. But it's the RT46, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. So the model number for the Meritor diffs is RT46. So because it used to be Rockwell back in the day. We have the high polished rims all the way around. So those are the mirror finish. You have to repolish them, but you do get a nice brighter finish right from the factory. We have the larger, we have the smaller fuel tank on this side, the 90 gallon. So that kind of fills everything up nicely. And we have the medium-sized DEF tank right there. Emissions toolbox is right there, and all the DPF SCR catalyst is inside. And on the back here, we have the work lights flush mounted in the back of the cab. And then the vents, this here allows the air to escape from the cab when the doors are closed. No more cracking the door window when you're closing a T8. We will open up this hood and show you what is powering this machine. This is the Cummins X15 605 2050 torque, the biggest, the baddest, the heaviest, the torquiest engine that Kenworth can put in our trucks. So this is a beautifully run engine. We have sold quite a few over the years. Not our most popular engine, just because of the size of the horsepower and the torque for specific applications. So this is going to be pulling a big low bed trailer and need lots of power to lift the load. As far as the front end here, we have disc brakes sitting on the front, which allows for a little bit better turning radius, and you need all you can get with these front axles, especially with these larger tires. The geometry is a little bit different when you have disc brakes, allowing you to get a little bit tighter wheel cut to the inside, so you can steer the truck a little bit better. We have battery boost terminals there. We got the PACCAR fuel water separator right there. And up on the firewall, we have all the air lines terminating right there, which is nice, so you don't have any air lines running inside the cab. Now, on the steering shaft here, you can see that going in. We are now offering, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, we're offering a torque-assisted steering. So my pickup truck has something, keeps my pickup truck between the mayo and the mustard, the drive line and the center line of the road. And if I'm going over the line, it'll actually torque the wheel back, pull it back a little bit. So Kenworth is now offering that in our truck. So I don't know if you guys are aware, a little bit of a pricey option, but for those that are safety conscious, it is available now. We also have the relays and fuses up on the firewall right here. So you just pull that out and it just pops out like so. Well, they changed the clip on that, so you don't have to pound it anymore. So that's a little bit better. Always making slight improvements. It's good, you have to. On this side, we have the HVAC system and the turbo. So there's the turbo. HVAC is up above there, and changing that filter for the HVAC is very easy to do. Oh, one-handed, and there's your filter, and then it has the secondary higher micron filter for dusty environments. And if you want to clean things out a little bit more, you can give this little push nut a flick, and that will clean it out a little bit. So that's a little bit about the engine, and we will pull this, close up the hood. And before we do that though, I want to show you guys the bolts that run along the fenders. So those fenders on a T880, a really good benefit about it is that it is vocationally minded. So in a construction application, you're gonna potentially hit snowbanks or dirt piles, mud piles, heavy equipment, loaders, etc. And if these fenders get damaged, you can just put a new fender on, bolt it on. You don't need to replace the whole hood. So on a I've thought about selling T680s, which are a little bit more aerodynamic, a little bit kind of a different look to the truck. But the nice benefit about the T880 is the vocationally minded aspect of this truck. So replacing those fenders are a breeze, whereas on the 680, you have to bond them together or get a whole new hood. So just the little things like that you got to think about when you're making a decision on which truck is the right one for you. And then also, I didn't mention this, but the mirrors that are up on the fenders, you can see the wires that are running up to them. Those are actually heated as well. So we need that in our climate here. Our winters are long. And when you have the temperature fluctuations, your mirrors can fog up very easily. So That always helps. All right, so here we are inside the truck now. I'll show you guys around what we got going on here. So the trucks now obviously come with the digital display. So this is the speedometer, the tach. The way that you control that is with these 3 buttons down the middle. So we just push that button in, that'll wake up the dash here. Potentially, I may have to put the key in. We'll just do that for now. So there's the digital display. So this little dial here, as you roll it up and down, you can see more gauges. So there's the horizon. You can get rid of the horizon. I'll turn it back on and then keep scrolling down. You can see a few more gauges, fuel and def. Scroll down to see additional gauges, and then you can customize the gauges that you want to see in the menu when the truck is parked. So a very simple operation of that. Your cruise control is right in the steering wheel now, on off, and then there's for your waypoints. You can answer your phone via the Bluetooth, and then there is your volume control and mute function there. As far as on this side here, we have the work lights on the back of the bunk. We also have an extra set of lights that you can wire in. There's the beacon switch, your interior lights, and then this is your exterior light pre-trip button that you can switch to do your exterior pre-trip. Make sure all the lights are working when you are getting ready to start your day. As far as on this side here, we have your mirror control, your window lifts, and then your door locks, and that is standard. So you get that on all 2.1 meter cabs. On this side here, we have the air suspension load for the truck, a spare air gauge, which could be tied into a trailer. And then down below here is your trailer brakes, engine fan, traction control, a couple spare switches, a couple spares for the trailer, regen switch, there's your air suspension dump, and then your diff lock. So your full lockers are on one switch, and then your power divider is on the center switch there. PTO switch, 5th wheel slide, and then this is your hoist up and down for the operation of the box or the flow on your PTO to run that. So as far as the transmission, we have a RTLO 22918. So that is a 2250 pound-foot rated transmission with a 18-speed transmission. So that's what is set up there. And as far as the seating in here, we have the toolbox with the low mount seat. Don't really need the high mount. And then we have a toolbox underneath, and then we have a nice air ride seat for the driver here. So lots of great visibility here. Up above is the aftermarket dash cam, and then we have options up there for 2-way radios and all that kind of fun stuff up there. So there you have it. All right, so there we have it. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I appreciate it very much. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, I invite you to do that. Clicking the link down in the bottom corner here allows you to do that. You can even click off the bell, that way you're notified for my weekly videos when they come out. And you can also check out my website up above here. We're starting to see some availability in trucks coming up with new and used. So keep me in mind if you are looking for anything. I'd love to offer what we maybe have to sell to you. So give me a shout, or you can contact me via email or any social media platform that you find on my channel there. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I hope you have yourself the world's best day.